Today we're making a spoon mirror wreath or wall hanging, and what you're going to need for this project are a few simple things: a piece of cardboard or foam core, some plastic spoons, spray paint, a piece of scrap that's the same material as the base you're using, mirror, a glue gun, and some glue sticks, as well as some ribbon, a pencil, scissors, and a ruler. Alright, we're going to start off by taking the mirror, centering it on that piece of cardboard, and tracing it. Now, however big you want this to be totally depends on your personal style and preference. Mine ended up being a 15 diameter circle. So you can do this, however big or small you want. It doesn't have to be this big. It could be a lot smaller. I actually ended up using a total of 139 spoons, which is a lot. So if you want to use less, make yours smaller. So, like I said, draw that circle, then cut it out. After you've cut it out, you're going to move on to cutting the spoons. Now, you want to remove the handles from the spoons, and you want to do this in one clean cut if at all possible, so it doesn't snap and break the spoon. Now, sometimes that happens. It does indeed break. It's not the end of the world. Just make sure you have some extras so that if you need to, you can replace the ones that are broken. Like I said, I used 139 of these bad boys. So I then took my glue gun and I started gluing them on. I start with the outside and do it just in a circle. Spoon to spoon. There isn't really a precise method to this. Just kind of go for it. So yeah, just glue them all on all the way around. It's a lot easier if you have your spoons if you have your spoons pre-cut before you start gluing them down. It really is annoying if you have to cut one, glue one, cut one, glue one. You just feel like you're accomplishing more if you do it this way. So about 20 minutes later, I finally had all my pieces glued on. It looked like this, and I was ready to spray paint. So this is the board that I spray paint on. It used to be a painting, and now it's just a board that I spray paint on. So go ahead and spray yours whatever color you want. Right now, this is going on my door. So I did, I wasn't really, caring what color it was, but I did do it red because eventually I plan on having this in my bedroom once, the walls get painted and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, make sure that because they're spoons and they're sticking up, you go from a whole bunch of different angles. You don't want there to be any white showing. I also recommend doing a bunch of smaller layers instead of, thick, heavy ones because they'll run and be goopy and that won't look good. So next we're attaching the mirror to the center. That scrap piece of board that you use that was the same as the base is what you're going to put in the center. Now I glued 2 levels of mine because the spoons were getting in the way of my mirror sitting flat. But, if you leave the space or if you don't mind the mirror sitting onto the actual spoons, you don't even have to do this part. So just make sure you go ahead and securely glue it down and wait for it to dry. While you're waiting for it to dry, you can go ahead and cut an inch or 2 off of your ribbon and then glue it together in a loop form. Sorry this part's blurry. I got very confused with the focusing on the camera. Then once it's dry, flip your wreath over, stick some glue on the back, and attach your loop. Now because this is just plastic spoons and foam, it's not all that heavy. So as you can see here, it hangs really well with just that little bit of support. So, you don't need much to get this project done. It's really fun, really easy, and super, super cheap. So, hope you guys try it out. Leave me a comment below if you do, and send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Adios!
Clue is probably one of the best games in existence. Yeah, there's not much else to say other than Clue's the best game ever.
If you don't know what Clue is, you need to get a bloody Clue.